Hi Lisa, here is your video tutorial and we'll just go ahead and jump right in with it. What you want to do is come up to image, come down to canvas size, compare these two. They're real close, it's almost a square. So the top one says 2268, the bottom one says 2265, so we'll change it to 2268 and go OK. That makes our canvas completely square. You may not be able to see it in the video, but I can. Then we'll go image, image size, and we'll reduce it overall down to 1000 pixels. Now if you hold down Control and Alt and zoom in with your wheel mouse, then that'll save you time as opposed to going and getting the magnifying glass. Double click on the word background and just hit OK. That unlocks your background over here. So this is the create new layer, and hit that. So now we have a new empty layer. We actually want that below, and this checkerboard pattern means that it's empty. You can turn off layers with the eyeball. Anyhow, if you go select all, you'll see a line of marching dots. They're called marching ants. So now go edit, fill, make sure that you have white selected. There it is. Put in white and hit OK. And you actually don't have to turn that off. I was only doing it for you. So now we have white in the background. So select the layer that your image is on. You can tell it's selected because it's blue. Go over to your menu bar, edit, transform, and scale. The marching ants turn into just a regular square, and you can see little squares up in the corner. Hold down Shift and Alt and click drag down to where you want it to be. If you can see the red circle, the fuzzy red circle isn't quite center, so use your up arrow key and kind of eyeball it in there. That looks about right there. So now hit your enter key. Now go select, deselect in order to get rid of those marching ants, or you can just go Alt SD and that will also do it. So over here, this square is your rectangular marquee, and if you come up here where it says feather, put in about 18. Oh yeah, put in 18 and hit enter. Now that sets your feathering. You'll see. But did I? Yeah, I already did. Okay, so what we want to do is take off this rough edge, so leave as much of the image as possible, but you'll see your marching ant square actually has rounded corners. That means that it's feathering. So now hit Alt SI, and that will flip what is selected. The other way to do it is go select inverse. So I just reselected it the way it originally was, but we want the opposite. So Alt SI, and now hit your delete key and you'll see it takes out most of it but not all of it. So hit your delete key again, and we're starting to have a nice image. Go Alt SD or select deselect, which isn't available because there's nothing selected now, and that'll get rid of your marching ants. So now go Control Shift S, and that'll bring up your save as. So in your format drop down, hit the little triangle and select JPEG, and it's already named, so just go save, and it'll ask me if I want to replace it. I do, and it brings up your JPEG options dialog box. This slider right here, slide it all the way over where it says large file and hit OK. So now this is silly red bear top view.jpg, and I'm gonna come back over to Etsy, get rid of that, and I'm going to add the silly bear top view JPEG, and it's right here. So we'll go open and wait for it to load, and you can see that we have the whole image in there nicely. So let's come down here and go preview listing. Oh, here, let me put in all of this. Darn it, I thought I had all of this. Title, think that'll do it. Nope, gotta come back up here and put in a price. Here we'll go 20. Come back down here, go preview listing, and you can see that your image thumbnail looks nice. And here is the actual image that we just edited. So now you're not going to want to do this. I'm being invaded by a cat and a dog, but I'm going to go edit to come back, and I'm going to delete this because this is just a tutorial. I'm going to show you how to do another one more time because they can all be a little bit different. You're gonna have to be flexible. It's not cut in stone, but it's written down with a black marker, so to speak. Alright, so menu bar, Alt FC, and I don't want to save the Photoshop file, I don't mean it. And this time I'm going to use only keyboard commands, so I'm going to go Alt IS, which is image canvas size, set the top one to 2276 to match the larger bottom one. Alt IE, which is image size, set 1000 pixels, hit the enter, come in here, hit enter again, drag my new layer down to the bottom, Alt SA selects everything, Alt EL will fill it with white, hit OK, and then reselect layer, layer 0 and Alt EAS, and it didn't do it. Alt EAS, and it brings up my scaling handles. So Shift Alt click drag right about to there. Use the up arrow to center it a little more nicely. Hit your enter key to make it accept the changes. Alt SD deselect, and now the M key will bring up our rectangular marquee tool. Hold down Control Alt wheel mouse in. Hit your, oh, it's already hit. Okay, so rectangular marquee tool. Find a good spot, come down, drag it around, and select the inverse by going Alt SI. Hit delete once, twice, Alt SD to deselect it, Shift Control S to save as. In your format drop down, select JPEG, click OK again, slide the large file all the way over, click OK. Alright, now we'll go back to Etsy, and how do I get back to it? Add new item right here, and we'll fill this in real fast. We'll tell a small tale and say I made it, and I made it back then. Physical item here, children, furniture. We'll come over, add the photo, surf to the last Elmo that we did, the silly red bear front, open them, and we can see once again he's fitting nicely. So we'll put in $1,000 and 0.0, and you know what, I didn't add a description. I'll go blah, blah. I think that's it. We'll go preview listing. Yep, there it is, and our thumbnail fits in there very nicely, and our image is also very cute, and the edges are subdued. It looks quite professional, and that's about it. So I'll save as draft. So I'll go back over here to Photoshop and wrap up this lesson. Thank you very much for watching your tutorial on how to defeat Etsy.com's crop tool. Thank you very much.